Mary deliberately took off her pants in front of him, showing her perfect figure. Then she directly jumped from the 100-meter cliff. Her boyfriend Mike was instantly terrified. He kept shouting Mary's name, but the surface of the water was very calm. So Mike immediately put down his backpack. He also followed and jumped down. After Mike dove into the water, he kept searching for Mary's form. Suddenly, he saw Mary pinned under a rock and unable to move, so he hurriedly swam over. But unexpectedly, Mary suddenly stood up. She surfaced one step ahead. Seeing Mike so worried about her, Mary felt overwhelmingly happy. At that moment, she was also incredibly happy. They absolutely did not expect what price this trip would demand. Soon the two returned to their boat. The two had decided before marriage to use this boat for a voyage across the Pacific. But as the small boat sailed into deeper water, the sea began to act very strangely. The wind and waves grew bigger and bigger. Even the hull developed a severe tilt. When Mike saw this, he could not help but worry. So he told Mary to steer first. He went to check the weather broadcast, but the result left him utterly shocked. A huge storm was about to strike them. So Mike hurriedly took out the nautical chart and planned a route to escape the storm. Then the two quickly changed course and began to race against the storm. But at night, the storm still caught up with them. The violent motion put the small boat at constant risk of capsizing. By the time they realized it, waves more than 10 meters high were already rushing toward them. They almost swept Mary into the sea. Fortunately, Mike pulled her back in time. However, when they raised their heads again, a 100-meter high giant wave had already formed. In an instant, it swallowed the entire small boat. The boat, like a leaf, kept rolling in the sea. After an unknown amount of time, Mary suddenly woke under the water. The cabin was filled with seawater. Suddenly, Mary thought of Mike, so she immediately began searching everywhere. At that moment, Mary ignored the pain in her body and struggled to reach the deck. As a result, she found herself surrounded by unfamiliar sea. She could not see Mike anywhere. Then Mary quickly went to the stern, praying as she pulled on the safety rope. She hoped Mike was still holding the safety rope, but the worst possible situation still appeared.